Good morning, sunshine's very exciting day today. It's something I've been sitting on for a little while in Age of Empires Mobile, of course, and that is doing the new university tech. And this time I'm actually going to do it all in one go. I'm going to do it all in one go. Let's have a look at the game here. I'm pretty excited to do this, so I'm just going to show you guys the lay of the land right now. I tried to make sure, did my best to make sure that we have enough Alliance members online to do the assists as I go through the tech. So I have 25 max, right? So we have 30 people online, so there's a little bit of leeway for some people missing it. Looking at my power right now, it's 131 million, just over, okay? It's 131 million right now. And my marches are all the usual. I have not unlocked the new university tech yet. I haven't done any of it at all, but I did save up a lot of stuff to just do it all in one go. And these marches are actually really good now. These are really close in power. There's my two top marches, all right? So these are all going to get a big boon now from the university techs. Looking at speed ups, right over here, my speed ups in universals are 870 and my researchers are 831. So we have 1700 days of speed ups to use on this university tech, and it's time to get started because everyone's waiting. Everyone's waiting, so let's get to it. In the facilities, it's the last thing down here, the new research institute. Okay, very hype. It only costs 1.5k. That's not a lot for the last thing, and we get 150k power for doing it. So now it's open. It's open. We've just done it. It's now going to be in the university. I actually have something ongoing. Oops. I have something ongoing there. Let's clear that out, whatever the hell that is. All right, let's get in here. There's only 2 days, guys. Don't worry. And the new university tech is right here. It starts. Oh my God, there's so much. Hero level 1. Hero level 1. So this gives us an ability to level up our heroes by 1 level 5 times. So we're going to go ahead. Prerequisites not met. University has to be renovated. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. No way. All right, well, we can do a bit of that right now. So I'm actually going to clear some of these because I actually do have... Guys, this isn't going to eat too far into my universal text anyway, because if we look at my items, that was unexpected. I didn't realize. We do have 200 speed up building days, so I'm going to go ahead and use those now, actually, just to clear out. I'll clear out one, because I only need to clear out one, actually, and then use the rest on my actual renovation. So we can clear out town center, finish that off. Town center is now maxed. It's good. It's good buffs anyway. And now we need to do renovations on the university itself. I didn't realize. 19 days. It's nothing. It's nothing. Speed up. Just waiting for the Alliance members to do this real quick, because we want to save as much as we can on the tech. And I actually have the roles for the tech as well. Speaking of, while we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and move my citadel so I can get the most out of... What am I doing? So I get the most out of the benefits of the tech, the roles for the tech. And I have a city position one and the imperial one. So I'm in this one here for the 2.5%, which is tiny. It's tiny, but it adds up, guys, as you guys know, with buffs. Let's go ahead and relocate right here. And I also have the imperial one. Looking at the imperial city officials. I also have the research speed here. So great. Let's get back in here and renovate my university as much as I can. One thing that's well worth noting again is if you're getting into the deep game here, the assists are so key. You know how much time, how many days you save. If you just wait out the assists all the way to your max, you save so much in the long run. And I think it's well worth it always. So we're actually just missing one assister here. I'm going to go ahead and just do a speed up because I don't really want to wait all day. Let's go ahead and renovate more though, because we have a lot to go through. And we just suppose to try to organize that we'd have enough people on here that are just going to hit assist, and this will go up straight away. And you can see the days just getting knocked down as that happens, which is so beautiful. All right, we guys are doing a good job at getting close to the 25 at least. We're usually like 1 or 2 maybe missing before I have to use the speed ups, which is okay. It's like a day or so. It's not the end of the world, but we're going up to level 3 now. And of course, you can see here the research speed is also jumping up quite a lot from using this, so that's quite a good benefit. There's our 5, so very good. Let's keep going to level 4 because we are going to go deep. This is 61 days, but I just want to showcase my speed ups again before we get started on the tech itself. We do still have 29 building speed up days to cover this, some of this last last level that we'll do here before we do some text. I'll do some text next. By the way, while we're waiting for some assists, this is a good time to impose on you this new message about transferring yourselves or migrating over to server 3. We are Empire 3, and we do have a Discord for the entire Empire where we can also organize migrations and applications and stuff there. I recommend you join. The Discord link for this place is right down below in the description, first line. If you hit that link, you can come in and see. We are currently group 3, so if you guys are group 3, you can move over in the next wave, and we do have the picture for the groups here depending on what empire you are or not, so you'll be able to come over to group 3 to Empire 3. All right, that's us. All right. Hopefully you guys come and join, and I'll see you around in the chat here. All right, it's level 4 done. We're gonna have to use a couple of speed ups, unfortunately, but it's fine. The last one, I'm gonna pop the resources, 85 days. You know, I think it's worth it because we get 3% extra research speed reduction on that for 85 days only of, like, say, universal text. I think that's worth it, and I think we'll do all the way up to 5 here for this. And we'll get all the full assists and everything anyway, so I think it will be worth it in the end. And of course, the assists reduce those days like loads and loads and loads by weeks, so it's well worth it, I think, in the end. So let's go ahead and do this, and then we're going to be able to save, maximize our savings on all the tech itself. It's still a lot of days, folks. It's still like 1,600 tech days either way, so that's incredible. I completely didn't realize we had to renovate to do those techs. Completely forgot about that, so my bad. But it's a lot of speed ups used regardless, and this is during KVK day, so those enemy servers are really crying right now. And at least the assists come in quite nicely here. And just like that, like a fart in the wind, university renovation done. To level, from level 0 to level 5, like that, lickety split. That was well worth it because we get 15% research speed buff on that. We save a little bit from one of the castle things here as well, whatever one of these do at research workshop, is it? Another 10% on that one. And of course, like I said, we do have the 2 roles for the Imperial City Court Sage and the city positions, which is an extra, what, 7.5%. So we're saving loads and loads on this now, and it's well worth doing renovation to 5 if you plan on doing it that far at all first before you do any of the techs, because you're going to save it on all of the techs. So now it's time to start the new wheel here, going all the way down here, and we're going to get all our hero levels. This is only 10 days, so I'm not really sweating on this. When they're like low numbers of days and stuff, the amount of assists we get, I don't need to wait all the way to 25 if things get a little slow, so we can kind of grind through this real nicely and quick. This is going to give me 1 extra hero level out of 40, right? And there's like different stages, different levels of this. Oh my god, there's so many techs though. So many techs to go through. Let's see how far we can go. I'm obviously going to do the bare minimum on everything else other than hero level, so we can try to get that level 140 and not end up wasting all of our speed ups before that as well. So I'm just going to try and do this smartly. And you can see 12 assists only got me down like a day in this at this level. It's when the assists are like, it's when the number of days are really high. That's when it really milks, like it really pays off. So yeah, you'd want to be waiting for the assists. It's a couple of hours though. It's still good. Still hours and hours. Still a couple of days on it. So it is still worth the assists even at this level from the very first tech. We have to go through all the way to 5 on this one. All right, it's level 1 done. 48,000 power on top of that. Next one getting us to 120,000 power, but this is 15 days. Not that long at all, considering. I mean, it does go all the way up to level 5, so just keep going with this. So folks, this is going to take a while by the looks of it, so I'm going to go ahead and do this throughout the day, and I'll be back here when we've finished the text, but let's just round off what we've done so far. You guys were here for the full renovations of the university all the way up to 5. This is really amazing. And now we started this tech and we're getting some levels on our heroes, and looking at the state of our speed ups and resources, we still have 9.2 billion resources. We're not sweating there. That's more than enough to complete this, and we still have 1,600 days tech. Very nice. So yeah, we're good. We're golden. We're absolutely stunning here. I think we might actually be able to finish the entire university tech tree today. I am going to request keeping the roles so we can save the maximum amount for the entire day, and it is going to benefit the server in the end anyway. So I'll be back here later on with most of the techs done so we can round it off together at the end and then do our heroes. And I'm back, folks, after an entire day of grinding this tech throughout my day. We finally have reached the end of what I'm able to do with speed ups that I've had that you guys saw. Now we're just finishing up level 2 of hero attributes, all attributes 4, Finish that off right there, and we'll start the new one before I get rid of the title and pass it on to the next person. That's it. It's brought me all the way to the very end of the tech tree here, so unfortunately I didn't get to start skill enhancements, because that's damn good. That's the holy grail of damage here, folks, and I would want to get that first ASAP once I've finished this, so that's gonna be really, really nice to do. But as for the rest of the tree, you can see I've done level 3 minimum on the ones that I had to do, and I've done level 5 on all of the hero levels, so we can get the max level of heroes for our fighting, and you can see them all here, going back all the way through to the beginning. I did 5 on might damage here, because that's actually a percentage of might damage all the way up to 10%, which is insane. So I did decide to add that for my might. And then that's it. That's the only other one that I didn't do. That's the only one I did over level 3, except for the hero level ones, alright? So you can see that all here. Now, let's see. Things have changed in my account, folks. My power is now 143.8 million. That's gone up by more than 10 million just from doing that tech tree stuff that I just showed you. It's a lot. Saying my thank yous to everyone who has sat here just doing all the assists, which is really, really nice. They did help me out getting those 25 assists on each of those techs, so I could save the maximum amount of speed ups that you can see here I've used. I've also gone down to 3.9 billion in resources. It's a lot. I used a lot. So I have 12 days left on universals. That's it. It's not enough for the new tech, so I'm just going to leave it at 12 and build up again for doing more research speed and building, by the way. I still have buildings to finish. Oh my god, this game truly is endless. But I'm on level 5 for the hospital and the war hall, and I've just finished level 5 town center earlier, as you guys saw, meaning all that's relevant, that's really left, that I really need to care about, are the barracks. Alright, so that's good, and I've already started them. Very, very nice. Now, time to look at the heroes. So you've seen my power, you've seen my speed ups, my resources, you've seen my tech tree, and it's time to look at the heroes. As you guys probably know, just from playing the game and using the heroes, you would have gotten experience being accrued again, and that actually got my Lubu up to 136. He's not even 140, so we can actually go ahead and hit these little plus buttons and get them back up again to 140. So we'll just do this to all of our heroes that we use in our marches now. And I showed you guys the stats, did I not, at the very, very beginning. What changes when you level up your hero was the unit capacity and the stats in here, and that's it. So our might is now at 743. Every level that I grew gave me this amount of extra might on top, right? So and the other stats too, every level. So very nice. And of course then there was the other text that also added on to that, so you can take that into account. But we're at 743.37 might on Lubu now, which is bonkers. But that's not even going to be the highest one, because actually I was already in the 700 strategy on Ramses. So let's get Ramses up to 140 now. And that is the max, by the way. And let's see what his might is now. Oh, sorry. Let's see what his strategy is now. It's 829. Oh my. That's mythical tier. That's better than mythical tier. King Arthur doesn't stand a chance against this. That's really good. So I'm going to go ahead and max out everything here. This is beautiful, beautiful stuff. As you can see, I've saved up a couple of tomes for this kind of occasion, and it's a lot, and I can't click out. I can't click out of it. Got to do them to everybody that I use for my marches, just so I can be ready for KVK and the PvP that's coming up on the weekend. And I'm unstoppable now, because like honestly, I've seen a lot of people show off their marches at level 140, and they were still way less power than me, because I focused on armor and I focused on everything else from the ground up a little bit more before rushing to level 140. As you can see from my marches, they're all almost full stars and stuff, and the rings are doing okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna be unstoppable now. This is gonna break the game, I think, and now I get to focus on rings. I get to chill a little bit on the tech and the buildings, and I get to focus on rings, which is kind of what I've been focusing on recently. And I'm kind of excited to do that, because I'm going to go for my first level 50 ring, which is going to be Scorching Flame for me. All right, so I'm excited to get that, and I'm going to put that on my Lubu March, which is going to make things nutty, even nuttier, as if Lubu can, even Cyrus, guys. Most people who are going to get Cyrus in the next season, even though it's the ultimate anti-Lubu, they're not going to be able to stop my Lubu. It's not even going to come close. So of looking forward to testing that in KVK and whatnot. But I'm just so far ahead, like tech-wise, armor-wise, everything-wise, that nothing can stand up to my armies anymore. There's a couple of techs left in the mercenary stuff to do. It's stage 2, and that's for pikemen only. And other than that, we're really kind of closing in at the end game. The end game here. If you can even imagine such a thing existing in this kind of a game. They are, of course, going to be adding lots more stuff as we go, but I'm just getting my marches to level 140 now, and there's absolutely no problem with me doing that, which is great, because I have all of the tomes I'll ever need, and there's actually 8 into my tomes pretty big anyway, and that's to be expected. Let's be real, it's to be expected. But who else do I even use? That's it. We'll get Harold on later in the future. I think I could run a Harold march now for the lulz without any issues, because look at this. No one's gonna... I could put Harold in a march just for the jokes, and no one's gonna be able to touch me. Let's just see Harold. How's he doing anyway? We have some medals for him. Only 52. It's not enough. It's two pips on this star. He's so far off a 5-star. But we can level him up to 140 for the jokes and get him ready for a march, so we can finally fulfill his destiny. There he goes, a level 140 Harold, and we'll troll on people with that a little bit in the future. That's gonna be fun. Either way, that's it. Now our power is at 144 million. That's nuts. That's nuts. Let's have a look at the power of the marches. And also, you can see Lubu's troop capacity has gone up from 140,000 to 152,000. His power has only gone up a little. It's 19.5 million on him, I think. I think it went up. And he's now at 19 million, so it went up, yeah. But not by as much as I was expecting, actually. In all reality, the levels don't give you that much. They just give you a couple of bit of extra stats, but you also do have all the text that give you all these other stats as well, so it is just a cumulative effort. The big things are the troop capacity, which is like health, in a sense, and the stats, of course, right? There's the only 2 things that you get from leveling up. So he's at 148. These are my 2 main marches, of course. 152 on Lubu, 148,000 on Ramses. Those are my 2 strongest marches. 19.5 and 19 mil apiece, looking absolutely insane. King Arthur coming distant far behind at 145k on unit capacity is pretty good anyway, and 17.3 mil, so we still have some work to do on that. It's because of his rings, I think, mostly, and some of his armors, because these 2 marches, their armors are almost all completed except for Theodora. She only has 3 pieces left to do, and everything else is maxed out on their armor. So nice. That's what... How many speed ups did I use? That's how much that gets you in the new tech tree, folks. By God. And that was with Renovation 5. Do keep in mind, all of those little extra percentages are going to save you a lot of speed ups when you're using them. I'm at the last row nearly. Once I finish this one, I can start doing skill enhancements, which is going to increase skill enhancement. This is a skill enhancement. I believe it's damage. Yeah, increases hero skill damage by 2%. Now, if you guys are wondering what that is, and there's 5 levels of that, why is that so good? Why would that be so good? Well, that's actually what you get at the very end of your armor in some of these pieces. Skill damage up is maxed out, is 3% on 2 pieces on your armor. That's so small, and it's 2% per tech on that with 5 levels. So guys, that's a holy grail of damage dealing, if you're wondering what that's going on there. That's you can ignore normal damage. It's okay. Normal damage is a little bit extra, but the first thing you go for is skill damage by default, because it's just it's going to be so strong when I get to level 5 on that. It's going to be nuts, and it's going to be pretty easy too now, because I'll be able to get a lot of speed ups back again and just finish off just that tech really, and then I'll be kind of sailing through this game for the rest of forever. Guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there. That is now the state of my account. Absolutely nuts. Honestly, I didn't expect to get that far. I'm so glad we got all of the hero levels done, and we're actually so close to the end row, the end column of that tech. I'm really happy about that. And a lot of speed ups used, but it was well worth it, because these things are going to just make you into an even harder tank than I already was before. So you'll see me on the battlefield, folks, and I'll see you, and I will hunt you down. It's going to be fun. Thanks for watching this, and I hope you enjoyed having a gaze into or through the window of a Kraken's game experience. I'll see you around in another video. Have a good one. Bye.